So good afternoon once again, dear participants, dear colleagues, and dear partner representatives. So today we are here to have University of Portsmouth and Tashkent University of Education webinar session, which is dedicated to give a feeling of opportunities that we are here to create for our applicants and our students in Tashkent University, International University of Education. Our university was established in 2020, and we are quite a new private university in Tashkent who is focusing on preparing highly qualified professionals for the industry. Our mission is to prepare the students who are the job creators, actually. We are looking into the sectors that and expecting our students who will be creating the jobs opportunities rather than just going and becoming a simple employer. So therefore our content, our education processes are created in the form that we encourage our students to come up with their projects and develop their entrepreneurship activities within their studies with us. Join next, short slide. If you go to our partners, so what we next one. Currently, Tashkent International University of Education, we are cooperating with OTHM Qualification Organization, which is a UK qualification organization who awards the programs, and we offer three faculties. Education programs in three faculties. This is information technology, education and training management, and business management programs. And our students on a yearly basis receive the OTHM qualification certificates. Based on which one, we can move to our next slide. We currently are here today, and which our students with these diplomas have the opportunity to move and use the opportunity using the mobility programs and move to Portsmouth University as one of our the first and the major partners in educational programs. So today we are here to listen to the opportunity, what collaboration and our opportunities our students may have after they join to our university. So let me now pass the word to Joe Hall, Global Engagement Officer of University of Portsmouth. So he will introduce the team that we are going to have. Thank you, Joe. The word is yours.
Good morning, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to meet and talk to you. So my name is Joe Hall. I'm the Global Engagement Officer here at University of Portsmouth, dealing with agreements, partnerships, education projects. And I had the pleasure of working with College of Victoria and a great interest in Uzbekistan to build our links and create new opportunities for students, both in the UK and from Uzbekistan. I'll be handing over to colleagues from our faculties and also from our global office to give some more information about Portsmouth, and also about the specific courses of interest which you'll be able to look at joining and progressing to. I will hand over first to my colleague Peter, and then I'll hand over to Ruth to talk from there. So just to introduce yourself first, Peter.
Thank you, Joe. Hi, everyone. Thank you for attending this webinar today. We really appreciate your interest in the whole process from both our partners' perspective and the University of Portsmouth. My name is Peter, and I work in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences as kind of an equivalent of Joe. I'm the Faculty Global Engagement Officer. I've got my colleagues Marjorie, Jacqueline, and Lynn from the faculty who will tell you more about some of the courses we offer and some of the courses we're working to develop as a partnership. And I'm going to hand over to Ruth now to tell you more about the university as a whole and what services we offer, and what courses and prospects. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Peter, and good afternoon, everybody. It's great to have the opportunity to present to you today and speak to you, tell you all about our fantastic university. I'm very proud to work here, and I know my colleagues are as well. So we're very delighted to share lots of information with you today. My name is Ruth Walton. I'm the Senior Global Officer here within the International Department at the university. And Central Asia is one of the regions that I manage. And I'm actually coming out to Uzbekistan next month in a few weeks' time. Let me check the date. Yes, Thursday, the 29th of September. And I'm going to be at the Hilton Hotel working at the exhibition. So that's the 29th of September. So if you want to come along and meet me in person, ask any questions, pick up some information from me, it would be really great to meet you in person. So please do come along and say hello and bring any friends who might be interested as well. So I'm quickly going to share my screen with you and just tell you a little bit about the university, of course, but also the city of Portsmouth as well. So let's make a start, because I only have 10 minutes, so I need to be efficient with my time. So an introduction to the University of Portsmouth. So let's first of all look at the location. Let's look at where we are in the UK, first of all, and of course in England. So we are a seafront location on the very south central coast of England, as you can see by the map. You can see on our background images the tower, the fabulous kind of sail shape, boat sail shape, which is the Spinnaker Tower in Portsmouth. And that little icon marks us nicely on this map. So we're a great location on the south coast. But the beauty of Portsmouth, it's a medium, what I call a medium-sized city. So it's not as big as London, it's not as big as Manchester or Birmingham, for example, but it's also not a very small town, which I think is a perfect size city for students moving to the UK and moving to somewhere like Portsmouth, because you have everything that you should want as a student, really. We are a city centre campus, so we're not a private university campus as such, but I think this is a real positive, because we are a city centre university. So we are very close to the train station, to the ferry, very close to supermarkets, to restaurants, cinemas, shopping. We have the green open space called Southsea Common, and then we are also walking distance from the ocean, from the sea as well. So our city centre campus has the best of both worlds, the hustle and bustle of a city, but then the green open space and the sea as well. And with that location of where we are in England, we have great transport links, great motorway access, links to Europe with the ferry and flights as well. And of course, with our close proximity to London, Heathrow and Gatwick airports are approximately 1 hour and 20, 1 hour and 30 minutes away. But we also have a smaller airport, as you can see on the map, called Southampton Airport, which is maybe 20 or 30 minutes away for shorter trips, maybe elsewhere in the UK or Europe. So the university as a whole, we have fantastic, clear strategy. We are constantly moving forward, evolving to give you, the students, as potential students, the best opportunities and the most positive, efficient experience possible if you choose to come and study with us. So we have a great history as a university dating back to 1869, but with our future strategy, which is well underway, our current strategy is focusing on 2025, but within that, we have plans to still keep moving forward, because by 2030, we have a very strong and passionate drive and vision to be the UK's top modern university and one of the top 100 universities in the world, not just the UK. So the university is very much part of the city of Portsmouth, as you can imagine, with the size of the university and the city as well. But the beauty of our courses, and this is something that I personally really appreciate from the university, is that we combine theory-based lessons, so theory-based learning, where you're in lecture theatres and you are listening to your lecturer and your academic tutors, but you're combining that with practical learning as well. So you're getting stuck in, you're having the best of both worlds, theory learning, but practical, actually doing something as well. And we are an ambitious university, as you can probably gather, just by looking at these few examples. There are more as well, but a few examples of the things of our status and our hierarchy of what we're currently achieving as a university, and how we hope to, well, we will be building on this as well, and, you know, climbing league tables and becoming a even more well-established university. So we have 5 key faculties at the university, and you're going to be hearing from some specific subject areas shortly. But you can see here that we have business and law, the Faculty of Creative and Cultural Industries, Humanities and Social Sciences, the Faculty of Science and Health, and then the Faculty of Technology. So the faculties are basically departments. So you have these key departments, and then within these key departments, these key faculties, there are so many degree programs, so many fantastic degree programs that can give students like you an amazing opportunity, really, for your future, for your confidence in your subject, but also for your career pathway and getting you ready for work, building your knowledge and your confidence in your subjects and your industry, so that you can hopefully, when you graduate from us, be able to apply for the best jobs, because we have more than 430 degree programs. For international students, we also have the foundation pathway at the International College Portsmouth. That's ICP. They are like a subsidiary college, really, for us. For students that perhaps, if you're struggling to meet the grades, or you perhaps don't quite meet the entry requirements, you can do that foundation pathway, first of all, for approximately 1 year, and then you can come to us to then start your degree. The key academic areas, just going to quickly look at this here. You can see some of the key research areas. So yes, I've spoken about the theory-based learning with our taught programs, combined with the practical skills as well. But we have a fantastic research area, and there's some amazing work that our students and academics are working on. Some amazing research projects, as you can see here. And then we have further areas of research with our institutes and our research centres as well. And an extra sort of research area is that we're very proud to share that we are the only accredited provider in the UK of Europe Space Agency training as well, which is pretty great. Moving forward, a global university as well. We have a fantastic international student population gosh, my words. We have a student population of 25,000, and with 4,500 students from outside the UK, coming from 150 different countries. And our staff are very international as well. We have staff from 70 different countries working here at the university. So your learning experience by coming here isn't just going to be with British students and British staff. You're going to be learning about your subject, about your industry, with that international influence as well, which is fantastic learning experiences. Just to let you know as well, to understand our wider market, we also have regional offices in these key countries here, and we have a wide range of TNE and articulation links globally as well. And of course, research links and exchange partners across the world. So like this slide says, very much a global university. Looking at the university and the city, so like I say, we are a city centre campus in the heart of Portsmouth. And the beauty of Portsmouth is that there's a fantastic historical aspect of the city. You know, the history we have with the Royal Navy, and that we are a port. So the history of ships and the passing trade that's come through the city as well. And then with Dickens, Conan Doyle, Henry VIII, D-Day and Sydney as well, but meeting that, combining that with innovation. But you as potential students will be very much part of the Portsmouth community. You can get involved with volunteering and work in a range of activities within the city as well. And opportunities to develop your maybe part-time work profile as well, working closely with our stakeholders, a few examples that you can see listed here. But that's great to have that on your CV, because it's making you more of an interesting graduate. If you graduate from Portsmouth, you have all these other areas that you might have had experience on as part of your degree course. So you can see here that then the learning opportunities as well. I've mentioned about the practical elements, and these are just a few pictures of the practical areas, like the language lab, the mock courtroom, the geotechnics lab, the Formula One student car, and the motion capture facilities as well. Like I say, combining that theory-based learning with practical skills as well. The experiences, I won't go into a lot of detail on this slide because this session is being recorded, so you can of course watch back and take all this in. But coming to the University of Portsmouth isn't just about your degree qualification. Yes, of course, that's very important, of course, and we'll do all we can to help you and support you in that learning experience. But to build that experience for you and to have extra things on your curriculum vitae so that you can talk about in future job interviews, for example, you could maybe talk about the experiences that Portsmouth has given you. So as you can see here, opportunities like work placement, professional experience, opportunities to study or work abroad, maybe learning an additional language, and summer school opportunities as well. Coming to Portsmouth as well, I've spoken about the academic side, I've spoken about the extracurricular, the practical learning, but it's important to know that you're going to be well supported here. So social events and the support available from the University of Portsmouth. As an international student, when you come here, there's a very exciting, very detailed orientation week as well. So a chance for you to get involved with social activities, to get to know the city, to get to know your way around, to make friends with people off your course, but also maybe the people that you're living with. So through the orientation week that we organise as the International Global Department, but also we have the Students' Union that organise lots of different social events, but there's also sporting teams for football, for hockey, and goodness, so many different sporting teams that you can get involved with, but also different social groups, a chance to make friends, to make your second family when you come to Portsmouth as well. And the well-being as well, supporting you through your pathway, supporting you through your academic studies. Maybe you are feeling unsettled in Portsmouth and you need that reassurance. Maybe you need some guidance and support with managing your money for the first time. We can help you with all of those areas. So my final slide, hopefully I've kept within the 10 minutes, but if you want to find out any information from us, please make a note of this email address. You can contact us through our social media platforms, our social media pages as well. So please do reach out. But if you have any questions about what I've said so far, please do put them in that Q&A or the chat, the Q&A box section that you can see, and we'll address those questions at the end of this session today. But thank you for listening, and hopefully I'll see you in September in Tashkent.
Thank you, that's fantastic. I think it gives a great overview of who we are and what we do. I think it leads perfectly into now to colleagues from our Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences to talk about some specific elements which should be quite of interest to everyone here on the call. So I'll hand over first, I believe, to Marjorie, and I'll go quiet.
Many thanks, Joe. I will now share my screen, which hopefully you can see, and hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, right, well, welcome everybody, and thank you very much for attending today's seminar, and thank you to my colleagues for the great overview they have provided so far. So as Joe said, now you've had an overview of Portsmouth, of the university. Me and my colleague Lynn will provide you with more information about the courses that you could consider joining at the School of Languages and Applied Linguistics. So my name is Marjorie Huey-Martin, and I'm the Associate Head for Global Engagement within the School of Languages and Applied Linguistics. And Lynn will present as well to you, and she will introduce herself then. So just to give you a quick overview of our school, we are located in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, and we focus on, we deliver degrees which focus on modern foreign languages, translation and interpreting. We also deliver a course in English language and linguistics. We also focus on communication, international business, and English as an additional language. And you can see the 3 guiding principles which underpin all of our activities are listed on the screen. So a high quality learning and teaching experience, very strong personalized support for students. So Ruth mentioned the support that you get. So at university level, but also at school level, which is very important to us, and a global perspective. We are by definition a very global school, and you can hear many different languages being spoken within our building because we have such a variety of students studying on our courses. So today, Lynn and I will present 3 courses, which are our international business communication courses. There are 3, and we will try to give you an overview of each of these courses, showing you the course structures. And you are very welcome to contact us if you have any questions. You can pop them in the Q&A, but also if you want to contact us after this webinar, you are very welcome to do so. So I will now hand over to Lynn, who is the course leader for the first course you can see listed on the slide, International Business Communication.
Okay, can you hear me okay, everyone? My name is Lin Zheng, senior lecturer, also course leader for international business communication. It's a great pleasure to meet you all. As you can see in the slide here, those are the course aims. I would like to draw your attention about the first point. We mentioned different skills. So problem-solving skills, decision-making skills, so which can be summarized as soft skills. So soft skills include interpersonal skills, sometimes we say people skills, communication skills, listening skills, time management, empathy, among others. So soft skills are among the top skills that employer seek in the candidates they hire, because soft skills are important for just about every job, especially in the UK. So the course I lead, International Business Communication, is designed to develop students' soft skills and prepare them to work globally, especially for international business communication setting, where English is used as a global language. So the IBC course not only teaches students the soft skills, but also the up-to-date knowledge, which I will explain a little bit further later. So the second point I would like to make is students will study business subjects with other international students, focusing on the direction of the business communication in an international context. So University of Portsmouth, as my other colleagues mentioned before, has an international students friendly environment, and it is very multicultural, so which is a great place to learn how to be a global citizen. With the skills students will gain on this course, students could work in areas such as international communications, foreign relations, marketing and PR, public services, finance, retail, and leisure. I know some of my students who have graduated from this course have found jobs in the UK, and many of them work for British logistic companies in Portsmouth and Southampton. Southampton has the harbour, and Portsmouth is an ideal storage location for international trade. So the need for graduates who understand international business as well as intercultural communication are greatly valued by employers. So if students want to improve their English language ability while building skills in management, leadership, communication, this BA International Business Communication top-up degree is for them, it's for you. So now I would like to talk about very briefly IBC course structure using one example or two. So just very quickly, there are 2 teaching blocks in one academic year. Some modules are long and thin and run in both teaching block 1 and 2. Modules in blue are compulsory. Modules in gray are optional. So we offer level 5 and 6. We have specific module documents to explain each module if you would like further information. But for now, I just mention one module that I coordinate to give you some ideas. So the module I coordinate is Language of Marketing and Finance. So this module teaches traditional marketing principles, for example, marketing mix, 7 Ps, etc., but in the current digital age, so which reflects the latest trend and developments in the field. So for example, the core textbook we use is very up to date, which was published in 2020. The assessment design is very practical, useful, and down to earth for students' future careers. As Victoria mentioned, your university also aim to provide students entrepreneur experiences. So this assessment is to write a business plan and present it to a large audience at the end of the module. So students will need to work in groups and come up with a sound business idea, apply their marketing and finance knowledge and vocabularies in the business plan, and sell these ideas to the imagined audience, which are potential investors, banks, or partners. So students had the opportunity to develop their communication and marketing skills in English, and also they must believe what they sell. This is called confidence, which is a crucial trait in job hunting. Because of time, I think I only mentioned one module as one example, but if you would like to know others, please feel free to contact us. So finally, I just wish all students who are applying for University of Portsmouth business communication top-up courses, especially IBC course, very best luck, especially in your English entrance tests. And I hope to see you in Portsmouth. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. So I will now present you the other two business communication courses that we offer. And as you will see, there are quite a lot of synergies between the three courses. So you will see that some of the modules that you have seen and you can still currently see on the screen will be offered as part of the other two courses. But basically, each of the courses has a slightly different focus. So we have the International Business Communication course, which Lynn has presented. We also offer the International Trade and Business Communication course. So it's very similar in that it's for students who want to develop their English skills and also their soft skills and sort of work towards developing and working within a global career. But the focus on this one is also that it has the trade component. You can see I'm not going to read everything that's on the screen, and I will let you do that. But the course really prepares you to develop your analytical, problem-solving, decision-making skills. So all these soft skills that Lynn was talking about. It's a very international course, and you will have students from lots of different cultures and backgrounds joining the course, which makes it really, really interesting. And the course really prepares you to work within areas such as global trade and international business as well. And here is the course structure. So you will see there are quite a few modules that Lynn has also already showed you, but some of them are a bit more specific to international trade. So I'll give you a few seconds to have a look, and it's just giving you a flavor of what is offered. So as Lynn said, the blue ones are core and the grey ones are optional. So you can really tailor the course to your interests and your need as well. Okay. And I'm conscious of time, so I will move on to the third course that we offer. This one is International Trade, Logistics and Business Communication. So as you can see, there is a focus on trade and also logistics on this course. But again, some of the modules are shared across all three courses. And you look at topics such as supply chain management, economic frameworks, and international markets as well. And here is the course structure. And you will see that the specificity of this course is that all of the modules are core. So you don't have the gray modules that you had previously, but these are really designed to really focus on the areas that are covered on the course. So the business communication courses are repeated, the general language, the English language courses, modules are repeated, but then you have other ones that are very specific to trade, logistics and business. So that's really it from us. But as I said, you're very welcome to pop in any questions in the chat. And we will answer them. I've seen there is one, so I will answer it now. How long? So the gray cells, the optional modules, they're in semester 2. So we have, as Lynn said, there are year-long modules. There's other ones like you can see business communication, general language, and then the other ones that are split into 2 different columns. The ones on the left will be teaching block 1, semester 1, and the ones on the right are semester 2. So thank you very much. And as Lynn said, we look forward to welcoming you in Portsmouth, and good luck if you choose to come and study on one of our courses. Thank you very much. I will stop sharing my screen now and hand over to Jacqueline.
Thank you, Marjorie. Let me just, hopefully you can all hear me. I am okay. I'm sharing my screen now, and hopefully you can see my presentation. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, good. We just locate my cursor here. And good morning, everyone. I am delighted to be here with you to introduce you to our offer in the field of education. I would like to thank my colleagues for organizing this event and for the opportunity of reaching you all. I am Dr. Jacqueline Priego, and I am the Associate Head for Global Engagement in the School of Education and Sociology, and I will be discussing the top-up opportunities in my school. As you can see on my slide, I have included our Twitter handles, so you can reach out to us at any point. You can, of course, ask questions via the chat, but also later on Twitter, if you have any questions or any comments, they will be very welcome. And also feel free to tweet and share on social media during my presentation and tag us so that we can reshare. So the School of Education and Sociology within the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences is home to courses and research in the fields of childhood, education, and sociology. It is where we examine the world through the way we learn, and when we think critically about society, social structures, and social inequalities. What we are doing here is that we are training the next generation of school and educational leaders and managers, early years practitioners, and the wider workforce working with children and young people. We also prepare our graduates for work in the civil service, in local government, policy, and roles in the charity and third sector locally and internationally. Now, the top-up degree that I will be discussing with you is the BA Education Studies. Now, in this program, you will study education as a discipline and gain the skills and knowledge you need to work within education across a range of roles. During your time with us, you will develop a deeper understanding of how people learn, and you will also explore education in relation to contemporary society, and you will build on your research skills. What you can see on the slide are some examples of the kinds of topics that our students engage in, and as you can see, they explore a range of cultural, emotional, and social learning perspectives, including the significance of heritage in the educational experience, societal norms in education, and the role of mentoring within an educational context. Now, in terms of logistics, let me just reach here my script. This is a course that international students must take full-time, and that is delivered by experts in the School of Education and Sociology, drawing on the research and practical experience. Now, this course is called a top-up precisely because it adds to a student's level 5 qualifications to bring it to level 6. In the UK, a level 6 qualification is at degree bachelor's level. In this system, the higher the level, the more complex the qualification is. So in order for a candidate to be considered for this course, they must meet certain criteria, the first of which is to hold a level 5 qualification. Now, we are mindful that international candidates may not have similar classification systems in their home country, and this is nothing to worry about. We consider equivalencies in terms of qualification level when looking at specific candidates on an individual basis. Okay, that's our job. The BA Education Studies is a generic education course, and so we receive a diversity of students who enroll in the program from a multitude of different previous level 5 qualifications or equivalent. And these students vary in subject specialism. The key prerequisite here is that the entry qualification candidates hold a level 5 qualification in a related discipline. Now, here it is important also to specify that candidates with non-standard qualifications or with experiential knowledge are also welcome to apply. If these candidates are shortlisted, then an interview is held to confirm their prior experiential learning. And finally, in terms of requirements, candidates must meet IELTS band 6.5 with no component score below 6. Now, I am going to move on now to the actual contents of the course, hoping to entice you with the many interesting and stimulating subjects that we cover. We divide up the contents of our course into two main elements, exactly as the ones that my colleagues were mentioning before. The first element pertains to compulsory modules, which relate to building up and solidifying the students' research skills. And this is done through two modules, one that discusses research methods and invites the students to design a proposal for their own research, and another module that requires the students to execute their own research project in a topic of their choosing relating to education studies. Now, this module can, of course, the dissertation one can, of course, be taken by our international students as the opportunity to relate their studies to their home countries, and they can explore topics of relevance to a certain region and analyze data that is culturally relevant to their interests. Now, the second element here in the program pertains to the optional modules available to our students. To complement the compulsory modules, the students are required to choose 3 out of them, any options that I'm presenting to you on the right-hand side of my slide. I'm not going to read out the module titles one by one, but suffice to say that we offer exciting topics to explore, including aspiring leaders and managers, pedagogies for adult learning, and children and young people's mental health. Now, another very important element of our teaching provision has to do with the support that all our students receive while they are with us. Now, the University of Portsmouth as a whole offers a host of avenues for support, but in our case specifically, we guarantee that each student has a dedicated personal tutor who is the first point of contact for academic and pastoral matters. And in the School of Education and Sociology, we also have other professional staff supporting our students with their engagement and performance, including student engagement officers and learning tutors. And finally, we work closely with our career service to encourage our students to explore extracurricular opportunities to strengthen their employability during their time with us. And by the way, one of the perks of studying at the University of Portsmouth for all of the programs we are going to be discussing today is that our graduates can benefit from our career service professionals for 5 years after graduation. Now, this leads me to my final and favorite part of the presentation, which is about telling you about all the places you can go with this qualification. Now, this education studies top-up degree will give you a solid grounding in the theory and ideas of practice behind education and the way people teach and the way we learn. It is ideal if you want a versatile bachelor's degree that opens doors across the education sector and beyond. Now, one point to note here is that our course is not a teaching qualification, which in England typically requires a legal requirement to have what we call qualified teaching status. However, we know that these bachelors can be stepping stone into the teaching profession in many other countries. And of course, our students can pursue qualified teaching status after graduating from this course here in the UK. Now, the message that I would like to leave you with is precisely that education studies, the title of our degree, is not only about teaching, but about education as a worldwide sector to pursue a career in. When our students graduate, they will be ready to step up into a career championing education as a lifelong experience, such as in educational practice, professional training of staff and program beneficiaries in NGOs, CBOs, and multilateral organizations, senior management roles in nurseries, and senior positions in education and training in areas such as nursing and police work. This is all from me. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your questions and comments. Thanks.
Thank you, Jack. And I think at this point, we're going to switch faculties and switch courses, hand over to Yanka to talk from there. So I will now be quiet.
Thank you very much, Joe. I'm just trying to share the screen. Is it all right now? Can you see the screen? Yes, thank you very much. Let me start with something more technical, as we have heard so far. We are from, good morning from the Faculty of Technology, from the School of Computing. My name is Janka Chlebikova, and I work as an associate for partnership at the School of Computing. Before I start to talk more about the computing degrees which you can join and study with us, let me just give us brief introduction about our School of Computing. As it was already mentioned, we are part of Faculty of Technology. We are one of the largest computing department, not only at the university, but also in the UK. Just for your understanding how large is our department, we have around 60 academic staff. So what does it mean? It means, good news for you, that whatever you will try to do with related to computing, health informatics, cybersecurity, there will be always somebody who can support you, because the interest of the staff is a quite broad one. We are quite a large department, as I already mentioned. We have roughly something like 2,000 students every year. This covers also undergraduate and postgraduates, and also PhD students. We are focusing not only on the teaching, but also on the research. And we collaborate with different departments across the universities. For example, School of Creative Technology is one of our favorite partner for cooperation, and the reason for that is that they focus mainly on game industry, but they need some technical support in compute. And as I already mentioned at the beginning of our talk, the study in Portsmouth means that you have offer studies subjects which have some practical backgrounds. And to have a practical background, you need to have some contact with the businesses to give you some assessment which is related to real life story. So we have external link with many businesses, which gives us a couple of case studies which we can use for our students. We have a cooperation with institutes and university worldwide. It means that we can send students for exchanges and they can study 1 year abroad. So here you can see a variety of computing courses which we offer, starting from standard one like computer science, computing and software engineering through very popular these days, cybersecurity, forensic computing. Of course, everybody have heard about big data. So data science and analytics is another very popular course, and computer networks. These courses are just undergraduate courses, and we offer almost the same spectrum also for master students, master study, but I don't want to focus or mention that here because I would spend a lot of time with that. What I would like to mention is that all our courses are approved by BCS, which is British Computer Society. So we have accreditation for that. And what does it mean? British Computer Society is a society which ensures that the courses are relevant to the latest IT development and reflect the needs of IT industry, because there is a really need that we will, every graduate from our degrees should be able to find a job quickly. And to ensure that, we need to keep we need to be on the track to keep this all development which is going on currently in the IT industry. So what does it mean? Our courses and our modules are all live. We need to reflect everything that is going on in IT world. Now I would like to talk more about your options which we can offer you based on your background. So looking on your background, it was we look on your background, and we can offer you, actually, the idea is that you would study 2 years at a home university and then come to us to study 2 years at our university. It means you would join us in year 2 and final year. And here are 3 courses which are relevant to your background. And in the next minute, I will explain you the difference between among these courses. So one is very standard computer science. Everybody has some understanding what is behind it. And actually, even for computer science, we can offer you 2 different options. One is standard bachelor degree for 3 years. And the second one is MH computer science, which is integrated masters, we call it here, which is highest level of the bachelor degree, but you will end up as postgraduate students, in fact. And this course lasts for 4 years. Then BS computing and BS software engineering. You may have, okay, this is very similar, but it's not true, because these are 3 different courses. Every course has different mission. So what is included in computer science degree? Computer science degree is the most theoretical out of these 3 degrees, and required students to have a good background in mathematics, especially. That is also my subject, which I teach at the university. So you will, in this degree, you will learn lots about programming, about networks, computer hardware, but also we will learn more about efficiency of algorithms. So we'll have background which is related not only to the programming, but to have better understanding. For example, when you design the program, which data structure is best to use. When you have 2 different approaches to solve the problem, which is the best. And then we will also cover the problem which can't be solved on the computer, which is very surprising for some students at the beginning. So this course is really good theoretical preparation for any type of IT work which you would like to do, especially for the related to the programming. Next one, computing, is more practical. So to say it very informally, to explain the differences between computer science and computing, you take all the math from the computer science course and you will get computing, just to get some understanding of the difference. But this course is really ideal for those who would like to do something in IT industry, but they are not sure what they should, which path they should take. So we will get very good background in programming, in networks, also in different aspects related to programming, but it will be not based on the theoretical, so much on the theoretical skills. It will be focusing more on the practical skills. And the last course which we can offer you based on your background is software engineering course, in which you will focus on the development of the artifact, of the program, or the website as a whole. So you will learn how what is included in this process. So this course is very good for the people who would like to just stay with the programming and learn more about the business side, and how to manage all the issues which are related with the large, for example, large scale project. But on this course, you will not learn about, for example, networking and stuff like that. So if you are sure that you would like to spend all your life just managing the software project, this is the right course for you. Here, on this next slide, I give you just overview of the modules which you will take in the year 2. It means in the first year when you will join us, to give you some overview, better overview, a better understanding of the differences between the courses. So as you can see, there are courses similarly to other degrees. We have courses which are only in 1 semester, and then we have courses which we run the whole year. Software engineering is of course very important for all 3 paths, so it's involved in all 3 degrees. But for example, when we take discrete math and functional programming, it's very theoretical. good background. It gives you good background to understand the the complexity of the algorithms, but it's very specific. So therefore, we offer this module only for computer science. But for computing students, it may be more important to understand how to make safe the networks, for example, or the databases. So they have, instead of that, another modules. Similarly, software engineering, they have this usability engineering, which gives them an idea how you can design for example, the website to make it efficient and to user-friendly. And similarly like that, so computer scientists students need to understand more the data structure to design efficient algorithms. Similarly, the software engineering, but we feel that it's not so important for computing students, so they have instead of that another module. So these are 5 modules which you need to study in the second year, and you have options to choose one optional module in the teaching block 2. So this just gives you some understanding about the differences of these three courses. As it was already mentioned, we have teaching with individual approach. So we will have, very important, as it was emphasized also by my colleague, is a personal tutor who should know everything about you while you are students, and who is around to help you with any type of issue which you may have, not only with the academic, but also with the personal issue. If he is not able to help you, you know somebody who will be in better place to help you. So personal tutor is the person number 1 who is really take care about you. And then we have, of course, lectures and different type of support, like tutorials, practical seminars. And what is important, because these courses are very technical, and the students who are coming to us, they have different background. So sometimes they struggle at the beginning. So at the faculty, we call them academic tutors, which are additionally to the lecturers and people who are on the seminars, and they can offer you one-to-one session additionally to your contact hour which you have with the lecturers. We have really very good experience with that. Important part of our degree is also industrial placement. It means after our students between year 2 and 3, for you after first year, you have options to apply for industrial placement. It's a really properly paid work. The feedback from the students, what we have, is really very good, because they learn a lot of not only professional skills, and they can apply the practical skills which they were taught before, but they learn a lot of soft skill as well, how to communicate with the customers. And we as lecturers can see really big difference between the students who are coming to the final year after they spent 1 year in industry. We have a lot of company, there is a lot of support to apply even for this placement year, and it's good preparation for the real life when the students will apply for the job. There is lots of support across the faculty and across the university. I will not cover this bit. For employability, so we have team of people who are able to help you to sort out your CV, covering letter, organize the mock interview, and so on. As part of your study is, of course, you are expected to study hard, but you have also option to join a lot of IT student societies. We have society almost for everything what you can think about it, and it's good opportunity to learn more about some specific subject, to learn more your colleagues, and to take part in different competitions. They are quite favorite among the students. So this is all from our department. We are looking forward to welcome you, hopefully in the next September. And if there are any questions, we are happy to answer them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, that's fantastic. I'm going to hand back over to Victoria in this moment now, and go from there.
Yeah, thank you very much, colleagues, for this detailed information guiding our potential students. So probably this information will be really interesting for the rest. So we are going to publish this video into our website and YouTube channel, so everyone will be aware.